Well, around that time, you're still stripping, right?
I never stopped.
You never stopped. So you're still, doing feature dancing and so forth.
Yes, of course.
And this, right around that time, on July 12th, 2018, you're in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
Dancing at a club.
Yep.
There was undercover cops.
Yep.
In the vicinity.
At the stage.
On the stage. Because I guess the sheriff was a huge Trump supporter. So they set up the sting operation. Mm-hmm. And since they claimed that you touched.
I absolutely touched. I put their face right in my boobs.
Right there.
Because they put dollars in my mouth and said, put your tits in my face. Which is something I've done every club that I go to, if it's allowed. I've danced in Columbus, Ohio, at least 7 or 8 times. I know the laws. I'm not technically an employee. I'm allowed to do it. That's one of the things that me and my team do every club that I go to. What are the rules? Is it topless? Is it nude? Do I have to have pasties? Is there a 6-foot rule? Can I light fireworks out of my butthole? Like every club in every city has a different rule. I've danced in Columbus, Ohio so many times. I know that I have to keep my panties on, but I can put my boobs in your face to take dollars. There's a couple sitting at the stage making out with each other. They're undercover cops making out with each other, putting dollars in each other's mouth. I just went and took the dollar. They stood in line. They got pictures and bought DVDs for me, and then they arrested me.
So you get arrested.
Yes. And then it comes out that they found the Facebook post between these officers 2 weeks before I got there bragging about how they were going to arrest me when I got there.
There you go. You get arrested. A few hours later, you get out. Mm-hmm. They drop the charges. Mm-hmm. And then your lawyer, Avenatti, actually sues?
No. So I got arrested, which should have also never happened. Even if I broke the law, even if I did do something that was actually illegal, which I didn't, because that's not illegal in there if you're not an employee of this, I didn't break the law. Yeah. But let's assume that I had, which I have many times. I'm not going to lie. You know what happens? They write you a $500 ticket.
Right.
No one is hauling in a stripper for touching somebody with their boobs in a strip club, consensually, strip searching them, taking their diamond earrings, photographing all of my tattoos, and putting me in actual jail. That is ludicrous. And that's what happened. When I said my handcuffs were too tight, he tightened it. I have pictures of all the it was ridiculous. You would have thought I tried to murder somebody. We later find out, of course, that was a very dirty vice squad. They were responsible for a lot of stuff that happened to other women, which you can read about online. It has been, Avenatti was not licensed, whatever the word is, to practice law in Ohio.
So you got a lawyer.
So I had local counsel there that were fabulous, and obviously I won my case. And
right, you sued for $2 million, and they settled for $450,000.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And I guess the 5 cops that were involved in that were punished as well for their roles in this whole situation.
Yep.
But obviously, this is very politically motivated.
Of course.
Just another part of the story. So shortly after that, the next month, Cohen actually surrenders himself to the FBI, pleads guilty to 8 charges, 5 counts of tax evasion, 1 count of making false statements to a financial institution, 1 count of willfully causing unlawful corporate contribution, 1 count of making excessive campaign contribution at the request of a candidate or campaign. And at that point, he pretty much flips on Trump and goes completely against Trump. What was that like to actually see Cohen flip on Trump?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. I believe I think I was when I was in Italy that happened. And I was just total meltdown. Happy tears, though, this time. Good snot bubbles this time.
Right. And then on August 23rd, 2018, Trump goes back on Fox and Friends, and he actually said that he knew, he said the funds came from him personally and not from the campaign funds. So at this point now he's admitting that the $130,000 is actually coming from him, that he's now officially connected to the whole thing. He said he only knew about the payments later on. And it contradicts what Cohen said. Cohen's lawyer actually said that Trump should be prosecuted.
See, this is what happens when you lie. You can't keep your story straight.
Right.
At least I never had that problem because I'm not fucking lying.
Right. And then Cohen actually said that he'll rescind and validate the NDA if you return the $130,000 to him.
Yeah.
That was going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Trump's lawyer said that they wouldn't actually enforce the NDA on September 8th. Mm-hmm. So basically the NDA is thrown out the window anyways. Okay.
It's like the most fucked up miniseries ever.
Right. Now, around that time, weren't you cast to be on Celebrity Big Brother?
Yes.
And you're supposed to be on the show. Mm-hmm. And I guess right before the show, they're saying that you refused to be on.
Yes.
What happened?
And thank goodness I recorded all of the Zoom or whatever video calls beforehand, because I always had a bad feeling about it, but they just kept offering more money and whatever. They got up to over $500,000 at one point. And I said I wouldn't do anything that would, because I saw these open court cases, obviously. The defamation thing was going on. I didn't want to do anything political. They guaranteed that it wasn't. They promised me there was no surprises. They wouldn't tell me who was the other cast members, which is understandable. That's standard. Mm-hmm. But that it wasn't anybody that was specifically to incite political issues with me. I was like, if it's religious, that's fine. If it's about me doing porn, that's fine. But like while these open cases are going on and there's custody stuff going on with my kid because of all this stuff, I was just like, I'm not doing that. They promised me it wasn't. We get there. And then we find out that the set is basically the White House. And the very first challenge was to build a wall for a green card. And I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not making a mock. I have an issue with Donald Trump. I have an issue with the president, not the presidency, not the institution of our government, not America. And if I am going to mock those things, I'm definitely not doing it for television in a foreign country.
Right.
And I felt like I had been ambushed, and I said, I'm not comfortable with this. I also had I just gotten served some papers in regards to custody of my daughter that I wouldn't be able to. And so I was like, I'm not doing it. But mostly it was because they had lied to me and it was a setup. And one of the runners on the show, like the PAs or whatever, said that there was somebody on the show that was going to be a big problem, and that they told, basically they lied. And so I quit.
Yeah. And, to be fair, just to be accurate, it's not like you were asking for more money or anything.
No, gosh,
that was established. It wasn't like a shakedown or anything of that sort. You just weren't comfortable with the content. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. But then,
and I even offered to go on the first episode and make a big thing out of being like, I'm not going to, like, I was trying to negotiate with them. I even said, like, why don't you let me come on? And I see the set and I see the challenge and I lose my shit and have a breakdown. That's good TV. And they, I tried to work with them.